Dear Rose, I hope you don't mind my calling you that. I know it might seem strange since we've never met, at least not officially, but I'm writing you with a request this Christmas. If you're willing, it could be the greatest gift I could ever want.
All I want for Christmas is my two front teeth. My two front teeth. See, my two front teeth. Boy, if I could only have the two front teeth, then I could wish you a Merry Christmas. And you go in there. I think that I shall never see a more pathetic Christmas tree.
Joe!
Hey, there you are. Don't ever show up.
Oh, Joe!
Without you. First time in 3 years I've had the whole house to myself to decorate. That is, without Katie and Gracie redecorating all my decorations. Like my tree?
Joe, you can't put this tree up in this house.
Why not?
Because I won't let you, that's why. It's awful. It's lopsided here.
Hey, leave it
let
alone.
me
It doesn't need
fix
fixing.
it.
Now, let's see what you've done.
Joe, listen to me.
Hey, if I wanted my tree destroyed, I'd hire an army of termites.
Joe, listen to me.
What?
I'm sorry.
Oh.
This came today. Now, I know it's very sudden, and it's a long drive to Omaha, especially on Christmas Eve.
Not that far.
And I know we had plans, but what do you think?
What do I think about what?
I think you better read this.
Dear Rose, I hope you don't mind my calling you that. I know we've never met. Greatest gift. You see, I'm your... daughter? Daughter? Isn't that some kind of joke or anything?
I think we better sit down for this.
Sounds serious.
It is serious. Sit down, Joe. Look, I really do have a daughter. I gave her up for adoption right after she was born. And now she wants to meet me. Oh, Joe, I want you to take me.
Me? I had the whole evening planned. You know, Christmas dinner, watch White Christmas, pop popcorn.
I
A real genuine family Christmas.
But I want you there with me. I need you there. Please, Joe, please.
Where were we supposed to meet her?
Oh, I wrote it all down. Here.
Things to bring. Birth certificate, rings, flower. Birth certificate? We're going to meet her in Timbuktu?
No, not my birth certificate, hers. I still have it. Well, a copy of it. And the rings, well, they were my mother's and she gave them to me. Well, it seems right that I should give them to my daughter. Oh, I know these are all foolish little things, but they're a kind of history that I've kept. It's the only history I have.
And the flowers?
Oh, your sweet Elizabeth sent me those flowers the day Peg was born. Roses and baby's breath.
Same as you sent her when Katie was born.
Yeah. It was our little secret. Well, one of them at least.
I'll bet.
Will you go, Joe, will you?
Of course I'll go.
Oh, good. But we have to hurry because we have to meet her there by 7 o'clock.
Where are we going?
Here, it's on the other side.
Oh, 4400 Commercial Plaza. She lives in a warehouse?
I don't know where she lives, but that's where she wants to meet us. Come on, get your keys and let's go.
Okay.
All right?
Hey, you better hold on to this.
Okay, come on, let's go.
On the way.
We'll have to find a florist along the way.
Just let me get my cap and my sweater.
Do you think that great big yellow bomb of yours is gonna get us there?
That yellow bum will get us there and back. You're lucky I filled up the tank again.
Are you gonna be warm enough with that?
I'm fine.
Come on, it's kind of cold out there.
So, you gonna tell me how it happened?
How what happened?
You having a daughter?
Well, the usual way. Or do you want name, rank, and serial number?
No. You just never talked about it before.
No. I did. Well, I was very young, 18, and I made a mistake. You know, too much heart. Not enough brains. That was the summer that I went to live with my aunt and uncle in Wisconsin. Sure, everybody thought, ooh, why did she suddenly pick up and leave?
And we thought you went for the cheese.
I so wanted to keep her. My sweet little peg. My parents wouldn't hear of it. Ooh, the scandal. So they arranged the adoption. And they were so convinced that my being a single mother would scar me for life. Don't you think that giving up your baby leaves a scar too? You know, Joe, sometimes I think I should have really fought to keep her. No matter who said what or who did what.
So why did you name her Margaret?
That was my grandmother's name. Margaret Pearl. And I thought, how did you know I named her Margaret? I never mentioned that.
Well, you called her Peg. I figured... Oh, Rose, it's not like I didn't know. Elizabeth told me.
But you never mentioned it. All these years? Why?
I promised to keep a secret, that's why. I mean, what kind of a friend would I be if I ran around telling you things you already knew?
Friend. That you are, Joe Jenkins. You are my true friend. Now, I think we could use a little Christmas music. Does this crystal set of yours work?
It better. I bought it from Marconi himself.
There we are. Now, isn't that better?
Yeah.
And welcome to Christmas from the Heartland. I'm your friendly old sodbuster, Cliffy Slate. We've been coming to you now for 23 years from the studios of KWCG, somewhere in the neighborhood of 1,260 kilocycles on your AM dial. And for the next couple hours, like we always do on Christmas Eve, we'll tell some stories, play some familiar tunes, and do all we can to celebrate the true meaning of Christmas. We'll even keep a phone line or two open, just in case someone wants to make a dedication. I wish their neighbors out there a Merry Christmas. After all, this time of year, you never really can tell who might up and decide to pop in just to say hello.
Surprise! Dad? That's strange.
You mean he isn't here for us to surprise him because he didn't know we were coming? How totally inconsiderate.
Well, he never goes anywhere on Christmas Eve.
Call his cell phone.
Grandpa uses cell phone? I can't even get him to use an electric toothbrush.
This is true. Well, call Rose. I'm sure he's with her. And if not, she'll know where he is.
Good idea.
I'm gonna go to the garage, see if he took the yellow submarine.
It's ringing. And ringing some more. Nobody's home there either.
Look at this. It was on the floor. Grandpa must have dropped it.
It's Rose's writing. 7 p.m., December 24th, 4400 Commercial Plaza, Omaha. Sounds like some kind of an appointment, but who makes an appointment on Christmas Eve?
Look at the back.
Things to bring. Birth certificate, rings, flowers. What kind of an appointment requires rings and flowers and a birth certificate? You don't think they...
They what? They're getting married.
No, don't be silly.
Mom, that has to be it. It's obvious that they love each other, and you know Grandpa, he gets an idea in his head, and there's no changing it, and the next thing you know, he's planned everything.
You think? No, I don't believe it. He would never get married without inviting us.
Maybe he was trying to surprise us.
By eloping on Christmas Eve. Oh, Gracie, I just don't think they'd do that.
Mom, what else could it be?
I don't know, but there's simply got to be another explanation.
Well, there's only one way to find out. We're going to Omaha. Come on, Mom.
What if we get there and, I don't know, what if we get there and it's an office party or something?
So we're wrong. We turn around and head back. They won't even know we were there. But if we're right, then they won't have to walk down the aisle all by themselves in front of some minister or judge or something. We'll be there. They're family. It'll be the perfect surprise to the perfect surprise.
That's what worries me. Too many surprises.
Do you think that I would recognize her, you know, if we were to meet on the street?
Probably passed for twins.
Only this twin is old enough to be her mother.
And she's young enough to be your daughter.
Well, she is my daughter, silly. But still, she could have a family resemblance. I mean, she could have my eyes.
Well, if she has your eyes, I hope she can see better through them than you can.
Oh, Joe. Joe, did you take the directions?
No, I gave it to you. You put it in your purse.
Well, that's what I thought, but they're not in here. Oh.
Don't get all Twitter-pated. I've got it right up here. 2200 Commercial Drive.
Are you sure?
Sure as sunrise. Now, please, just relax. Oh, good night, nurse. What now?
What? Were you speeding?
Nope, double nickels.
Well, they don't pull people over for nothing.
Might be the tags.
What about the tags?
Well, nothing. Except they might be just a little expired.
Oh, how little expired?
Since Gerald Ford was president.
Oh, Joe.
Now, let me handle this.
Handle what?
The confused senior part. Watch and learn.
Yeah, watch us go to jail.
Good evening.
Good evening, officer. What seems to be the problem?
Can I see your license and registration, please?
Oh, Rose. Wasn't speeding, was I? I gotta check this old speedometer here. I think it might be running slow.
No, your brake lights were out, both of them.
Oh, and here you thought that he was stopping you for expired tags.
Well, I noticed that too, but tags aren't the problem right now. I can't let you drive around without Brake lights. You're gonna have to get them fixed. There's a garage up the road a couple of miles. I think they'll be able to help you out. Right next to that diner, Cadillac Jack's. Okay, so just take it easy. I'll follow you up there, and I'll be watching you.
Thank you.
Sure.
Thank you. Sure hope they can do it fast.
Now keep your eyes peeled for this place. He said it was by a diner.
Joe, don't you think it's odd?
What?
Well, that officer pulled you over because of your brake lights. Well, you never stepped on the brakes until he pulled you over.
Well, they trained them right, that's how. I mean, they're trained professionals, every one.
Oh, but
Look down the road. Those lights, I bet that's it.
what? Where?
Can I get you anything?
Oh, no, I'm good, thanks.
How about you back there? You okay?
Every time I hear that song, I'm reminded of little Bobby Jones, who asked his first grade teacher, Miss Harlow, why did those old wise men give the baby Jesus a monster for his birthday? The gold part Bobby understood fine. And if some fella named Murray wanted to show up with the wise men to pay his respects, well, he figured that was fine too. But what had little Bobby buffaloed was the third gift. With all the things a person could give the Lord and Savior of the whole universe. Why that? What would possess anyone to give that sweet baby a gift of Frankenstein for his birthday? Well, even if your gifts this Christmas don't include gold and frankincense and myrrh, it is my hope that God will grant you and yours joy and peace now and for always.
Ah, Merry Christmas, folks. Sit anywhere you like.
Thanks.
Why don't you wait here? I'll go ring out the mechanic.
Okay. Cliffy Slate.
Car trouble?
Oh, yes. Brake lights went out.
Well, if anybody can fix it, Artie can.
Oh, good.
In the meantime, what can I get you? I have some fresh soup. I made it myself.
Oh, fresh soup sounds nice.
It'll warm the cockles of your heart. And that's what we all need, more warm cockles.
Well, looks like you're traveling too.
We're headed to Memphis. Visit my folks.
Oh, that's nice.
If the bus ever gets here.
Oh, would you look at that little thing? Is it a she? How old is she?
4 months.
Oh,
Her name's Lilac. Lilac Dawn Marie.
another flower. You see, I'm Rose. All we need is another flower, we'd have a whole garden. You aren't by some chance named Petunia or Lily or Iris.
No, I'm Billy.
Billy. Nice to meet you, Billy.
You too. So where are you headed?
I'm going to meet my daughter. Although I haven't seen her in over 40 years.
40 years. She must live pretty far away.
Yeah, you could say that. Just seeing your baby reminds me of how much I've missed mine.
You want to hold her? You can if you like.
You mean it?
Sure. I'm gonna have my hands full soon enough if the bus ever gets here.
Yeah, that's a good little precious. Yes, you are. Oh, my. There we are. There. Yeah.
Where's that bus? I was supposed to be here an hour ago.
Oh, honey, I wouldn't worry. Look, it's Christmas Eve. Everything's probably running late. Have your folks seen the baby yet?
Just pictures.
Oh, they're gonna be so thrilled.
Is your daddy gonna be there, a little one?
No, he's got to work.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm also sorry that I'm so nosy. Honestly, it's my worst habit.
Here we go.
Oh, nice.
I don't know what's keeping that bus, hun.
I better go to the ladies' room before it gets here.
Oh, no, honey. You go ahead. I'll take care of her. Don't worry.
Are you sure? It seems like a lot of trouble.
Oh, not at all. No. You go ahead. I'll take care of her like she was my very own. I promise.
Go on, hun. We'll both keep an eye on her.
Thanks, Madge.
It's not like there's a lot going on here tonight anyway.
Your feet killing you?
Oh, yeah. Oh, that poor girl. You know, I don't blame her. Oh, she just must be sick to her stomach.
Why?
It's her husband, Gary. He's the problem. Ever since he got laid off at the mill, he's had to take whatever work can come. That's, of course, when he's not.
Oh, that's terrible.
Oh, he's not such a bad guy. He's just going through a rough patch. But, you know, he ends up taking it out on poor Billy. Now, it's gotten to the point that the state he's in when he finishes one of these benders, Billy's afraid that he's going to accidentally hurt the baby. That's why she's going to her folks, until he can get some sense in him. Oh, I just wish that bus would get here. There's no telling when he might show up here looking for her.
I wonder what's keeping Joe. I mean, it's just 2 little lights. Now, how long can it take to fix 2 little lights?
Mom, did you ever think that Grandpa would get remarried after Grandma died?
You know, I never really thought about it. He missed her so terribly those first few years.
I think it's great. I mean, what's wrong with 2 old people falling in love? Wait, does this mean that Aunt Rose is gonna be Grandma Rose?
I guess. I can't imagine anybody calling Rose Grandma and living to tell about it.
Yeah, seriously.
Yes, sir. I'll be home for Christmas, and I hope you will too. That was a dedication going out to all our brave men and women in uniform who might just find themselves far from home this Christmas Eve. May it be our prayer that
Hey,
each
Mom,
of
listen.
can
Isn't
soon
that
return
guy?
home,
Which
safe
guy?
and sound.
That sodbuster guy.
Cliffy Slate?
Isn't
Now,
he
if
the
you
one
got
Grandpa
someone
always
special
listens to?
you'd like
Dad
to
loves
dedicate a
Cliffy
song
Slate.
to, just give us a call here at 555-5924. And we'll wrap it up and send it out with as big a bow as
I
we
know.
can fit through the
But
microphone.
let's call in and get them to dedicate a song to Grandpa and Aunt Rose.
Are you sure you want to announce this to the world? What if we're wrong?
Mom, we're not wrong. It'll be perfect.
I see we have a caller. Hello, you're on the air with Cliffy Slate. Who am I talking to?
Gracie.
Well, hello, Gracie, and Merry Christmas. Is there a song you'd like to dedicate to someone special?
Yes, my grandpa and his girlfriend, because, well, tonight they're getting married.
Married? Well, can you beat that? Bet he won't have trouble remembering his anniversary.
He better not.
And what would you like to dedicate to the soon-to-be newlyweds?
Away in a Manger. I think that's their favorite.
Gracie, I've got it right here. And what are the names of the happy couple?
Joe and Rose.
All right, this is going
Madge,
out to our
turn that up, will you?
brand new bride and groom on the special occasion of their Christmas Eve wedding. Joe and Rose, this is for you.
Rose,
Joe, I just heard the oddest thing.
we got trouble.
Uh-oh, what now?
It's not the lights, it's the wiring. Completely shorted out. No telling how long it's going to take to fix.
Oh, no. Oh, Joe, what are we gonna do? We'll never make it there in time. And I don't know how to contact Peg. I don't have her number. If we don't show up, she'll think that I changed my mind, that I never wanted to meet her in the first place. She might not ever contact me again. Oh, Joe. What are we gonna do?
What about directory assistants?
Oh, I don't even know her last name.
She's your daughter and you don't know her last name?
I don't know her married name.
Could we call a cab?
Oh, good luck with that. There's only one cab and it's owned by Ray Hawthorne and he's with his family in Grand Rapids.
What about the bus? Billy said something about the bus being due here any minute now. Where is Billy?
Oh, she's fine. It's just nerves. She's okay.
Joe, what are we gonna do?
That was for Sue in Omaha, from Jerry with love on this Christmas Eve.
Does that show play in Omaha?
Hun, that show plays on Saturn. Absolutely everybody listens to Cliffy Slate, especially on Christmas Eve. It is tradition.
Well, then let's call him. I mean, maybe Peg is listening, or somebody she knows.
Just what we need, an all-points bulletin.
That's a great idea. I'll go call the station right now, and you watch the baby.
Okay. You don't mind?
Mind? It's the best advertising I'll have all year.
And where are you going?
Got a hot date with Mr. Goodwrench.
Oh, Lilac. This has to work. She should be getting there just about now.
This is 4400 Commercial Plaza.
It's just an empty lot. Not a very romantic place to get married.
I guess we just turn around and go home?
Well, folks, this seems to be turning into a Christmas Eve to remember. You know that call last hour about Joe and Rose, the forever young couple, with their hearts set on getting married tonight? Seems somebody got cold feet.
Mom,
And it
listen.
appears to be the family jalopy. Yes, indeed, our lovebirds have found themselves a bit of car trouble and are currently stuck at Cadillac Jack's
Cadillac
out
Jacks.
on Old Highway 30.
Didn't we pass that like 20 minutes ago?
So it's up to us to get the word out to Peg, the daughter. Peg, if you're listening,
Peg?
and we
Who's
hope
Peg?
you are,
You're not
head
Peg.
on over to Cadillac
Why are they
Jack's.
calling for Peg?
That's where you'll find
I don't know,
Rose.
but we're sure gonna go find out.
And boy, is she ever gonna be happy to see you.
Who is that?
It's Billy's husband. Take Lilac and go. Ho, 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 Santa. Where'd you park your reindeer?
Save it, Madge. I'm in no mood. Where is she? She hiding in the kitchen?
No, there's no one in the kitchen except the health inspector.
Yeah, well, I'll see for myself. Billy, come on. Where are you?
Come on, go out the front.
Come on, Billy.
Hurry.
I know you're in here somewhere. Now let's go. Who are you?
I'm Rose. And you are?
Where's Billy?
Billy?
The baby's mother?
Oh, that Billy. She had to step out. Diapers. She was short of diapers, so she'll be right back.
Looks like she's got plenty to me. Why don't you just give me the baby?
No. I'm sorry. I told Billy that I would watch the baby. And if you want to wait until she gets back and discuss it with her, well, that's fine. But until then, nobody is touching this baby.
We'll see about that.
I think we should call the police and have them settle this. I said I think we should call the police and have them settle it.
Why don't you just give him the baby? We don't want any trouble here.
Yeah, we don't want any trouble here.
Trouble? You want to see trouble? I'll show you trouble.
What are you trying to do? Get me rattled?
Looks like we're in a bottleneck.
You know, lady, you're pretty funny. You ought to be on TV.
Yeah. Well, I think you ought to leave me alone.
Ow! What'd you do that for? Now, come on. Enough clowning around. Hand over the baby.
No. Now listen. The only way that you are going to get this baby is through me. And I am not giving her up. Not this time.
Listen, lady, you need to give me the baby. I'm her father.
Yeah? Well, you look like Santa Claus to me. And a soused one at that.
Well, I wouldn't be if I hadn't lost my job. You think it's easy raising a family on part-time pay?
Well, that doesn't give you the right to stagger home drunk every night.
Who told you that? Madge, you been gossiping again?
Don't look at me. You got trouble, it's between you and Billy.
Then where is she? Is she just gonna run off, just when I need her most? How'd you like that? To have your wife and baby up and run off because they're afraid to have you around. To be abandoned by those people who are supposed to love you.
I'm sure it's been very hard.
Hard? You think it's been hard? Like you'd even know. Come on, lady, I'm tired of playing games. Hand her over.
I can't. I promised to watch her.
What's it to you, anyway?
Listen, you. When I was Billy's age, I gave up something very precious. Because I was too young, too scared, too embarrassed to fight to keep it. Well, I'm too old to make that mistake twice. Now, I may have given up my own baby, but I am not giving up this one, so you just try and take her.
Surprise! Is it true? I always wanted another grandma.
Katie. Gracie.
Rose?
The mechanic said he was able to rig up some... What are you doing here?
We came to surprise you.
Oh, this is some surprise.
Grandpa, why is Aunt Rose threatening Santa Claus with a fork?
All right, what's going on?
Oh, officer, I'm glad you're here. Arrest this man.
Who, Gary?
You know him?
Everyone knows Gary.
Not me.
Oh!
Out of the way, girls. Well, aren't you gonna do something?
I thought you said she wouldn't be violent.
Unlikely, not impossible.
Oh, baby, are you hurt?
The suit should have had more padding.
You're so brave.
Brave? You call that brave? I held him off with a rattle.
Dad, what in the world is going on?
Yes, Joe. What on earth is going on?
All right, that's it. Enough. I've let it go too far.
Please, don't blame Joe. Blame me.
You?
Well, I had to be sure.
Sure of what?
That I could trust you.
Trust me? Look, Miss whoever you are. Hey?
All these years, I dreamed of meeting you. But it wasn't until Lilac was born that I realized find you. So I made contact with an agency that specializes in birth mothers and their children, and they gave me your address. And all these years, there you were living right in the next town.
But you never contacted me.
I wanted to. I even drove to your house, but when I got there, I guess I lost my nerve. What if seeing me again after all those years just opened up some terrible wound for you? And I didn't want that. I didn't want that for you or me. I probably would have walked away for good if Joe hadn't been standing right there.
She caught me red-handed trimming the azaleas.
So, I asked Joe if he could think of a way for me to meet you without really meeting you.
Kind of like a test drive to see how you do under true road conditions.
And we're usually dead on Christmas Eve, so we figured you'd have the place to yourselves.
Bob here, he owed me a favor for some charity work I did for the Boys Fund.
Yeah, well, it's hard to say no to this guy. Just don't tell the chief.
Joe said you love children, so, well, it was Billy's idea that you would watch the baby.
Billy? Then that makes you...
Yes, ma'am. Your granddaughter. This is Gary, my husband.
Nice to meet you, ma'am.
You've already met Lilac.
My great-grandchild.
I'm so sorry, Rose. I didn't... Well, I thought it was a good idea, but it got out of hand.
If there'd been any other way.
I guess I just had to see if...
See if I could protect a stranger's child the way I should have protected my own. Can you ever forgive me?
Oh.
I'm confused. So, does this mean you're not getting married?
Married? Who said anything about getting married?
Married? Married to him?
Yeah. Where'd you ever get a crazy idea like that?
The list. Flowers, rings, birth certificate. What else could it be?
Oh, but the birth certificate, that's Peg's. And the rings, they were my mother's. She gave them to me, and I have a daughter. I thought Peg should have them. Oh, Joe, the flowers. We forgot the flowers.
Speak for yourself, McGrew. Roses with baby's breath.
Oh, Joe. Oh, you thought of everything.
And you're not angry?
Angry? How could I be angry? You gave me the greatest gift a person can get. Second chance. Now, let me explain about the roses.
I think I'll put on a fresh pot. It looks like this might be a while.
Yeah.
So, quite a Christmas Eve, all things considered. Would you have to agree? But nothing can hold a candle to the real Christmas story. Just the way it happened. And it came to pass in those days that there went out a decree from Caesar Augustus that all the world should be taxed. Now, if you're anything like me, whenever the IRS makes a request of this old farmer, I've learned it's best if they don't have to ask twice about it, even if it means hitching a donkey down to Bethlehem.
I tried to fly, but my wings were broken. Trying to reach you, I got the train without a token. Trying to reach you, all that I long for is all that you give. All that I run to is there where you live. All I can handle is falling apart when I feel so far. When I feel so far. I tried to fight, but I'm my opponent. Dying to tell you, I stole the words that were unspoken. I'm dying to tell you, all that I long for is all that you give. All that I want to is there where you live. All I can handle is falling apart when I feel so
And so it was, while they were there, the days were accomplished that she should be delivered. And she brought forth her firstborn son, and wrapped him in swaddling clothes, and laid him in a manger, because there was no room for them in the inn. And let's not forget, even in this crazy mix-up world of ours, the power of that moment. That moment when all people of goodwill were given the gift of a second chance. A chance to start over, to start clean. And for some of us, a chance to receive one of the greatest gifts of all, forgiveness. Not only of others, but especially ourselves. And that's the view this Christmas from the heartland of America. I'm your friendly old sodbuster Cliffy Slate, wishing all a very Merry Christmas.